Yo, look who's back making another PToH video after 3 months of not making a PToH video. Okay, so the reason I stopped was because I never played this tower and I was like, I don't want to play it because I thought it was a Tower of 9 Lives V2, but no, it's actually not. And I played through it and it wasn't bad, so let's do this. So we got this first kind of tight section. I don't have a lot to say here, but you also probably can't see because this is so tight. All I'm gonna say is this jump is bad. Also, my frames are dropping. And then we get to section 1 out of 2 of the tower. So it's kind of like a go up, do outside section that makes you go down, and then do go up again. And it has some outside sections that are pretty not very cool. Okay, if you want to wing this tightrope, but just don't. Just do it in first person. Unless you're speedrunning. But I don't know why you're watching a commentary for speedrunning. Because this is just, I need to beat the tower because I'm bad at the game. Or want to get better kind of thing. Okay, so if you guys want me to use Noah board, or like an OBS keyboard cam, tell me in the comments, because I'll use it. So I don't know if it gets in the way or anything, just from the video style in general. Okay, for this, you need to get on the edge of the wall like this, turn at a slight angle, and then go through. Do not, in the process of jumping, ever turn to like, I don't know, land. Always just stay sideways because you'll get stuck on the wall and fall unless you time it correctly. And yes, that was cut because I failed. Okay, I don't like this jump, but I've actually been thinking about it, and okay. So I've been thinking about it, but I've also thought of an idea. Just get on the far end and then wrap around it. That way it won't feel near as tight. As, you know, normal. This one is high, so be careful and make sure to stop. Land on the half stud and jump up here. Now, you can get your body caught on parts like this, so be very careful as you do this jump. But you should have to be too careful, I do not think. Okay. Jump into the truss, hold W and space until you get to the top, then just press W until you're up there. Simple as that. Wrap around. Get on the edge, because you remember, slopes remove your momentum. So jump and then move. Alright. Easy wraps. Got some truss wraparounds, which I don't find too tricky at all. Easy wraps around. Outside section. We don't like outside sections. When doing this jump, you gotta do it like this. Do not turn, do not go sideways, because you will miss the truss. Because you're not facing forward and you can't climb it. Alright, part 2 time. I think this one is slightly harder than the first one, but not much. There are a couple things I think I might have to explain more. That, just jump sideways if you need to. Okay, so for this jump is actually terrible. What you want to do is you want to jump and then turn in the other direction. You don't want to hook in like this, you need to hook in like this and go back so you can land up here, because I would mess this up all the time, and maybe I'm overthinking it, but I would always mess up on this jump when I was trying to record this before. Recommendation, get to around the middle, go down a little, and then flick off. Wrap. Outside section, yo. get up against the wall like before and do the wrap. You should not lose too much momentum. Be careful, this wedge could trip you up. So be careful as you do this jump to not hit your head on that wedge. Same here, get near the middle before jumping. Oh boy. We're getting there. Remember, you could hook your body on this sometimes. It's not very common, but it did happen to me in Tower of Tranquility on a cylinder. So just be careful and squeeze. This jump is not near as high as you think. You don't have to squeeze, just jump, and you might even overjump it. Be careful on this jump. This slope, this cylinder can ruin your momentum. So get at a good angle and jump and wrap. Be careful, you're gonna hit your head on that. That's raised, but the jump is pretty easy, so don't worry about that at all. Another ladder wraparound, simple as, I don't know, a wraparound. Be careful on these jumps when you're turning. Do not go like this unless you're in the middle. Flick around, like flick, because if you do like this, if you like corner clip on the wall, then you might actually corner clip. So if you're up against the wall and you turn, you just hit flick, and like that. Another tight jump with like walls in different positions, so be careful once again. You can squeeze this if you need to, but it's just stressful, I feel like. Do or do not squeeze. If you do or don't squeeze. Don't worry about the jump, it just goes down. This jump again, momentum is a thing, so just brush up against the wall like this and then do the wrap normally. Wrap, wrap. Outside that I failed in my last recording. Let's go. No real commentary on this except for this. Don't rush this at all. Take your time on this jump. I mean, there's no safety net catching you, so if you mess up, it's game over. Alright. And you're almost done. Wrap around onto this single stud, onto this wall. Do a jump onto a truss. Boom. You need to turn right, don't turn left. Another tight jump, or it could be potentially tight, depending on your skill level. Okay, so if there is a wrap that like sticks out, or if it sticks out kind of like this, the best way to do it is to prop up against it backwards, because you'll carry momentum and it's a lot easier. So if it's like half stud stick out or something like that, it's a lot easier if you just do it backwards if you're playing safe. Easy squeeze. Slanted parts. Be careful on that flick. Do not fail this ladder jump, because you will fall to the very bottom of this section if you're lucky. If you can't catch yourself out here, you're going to land at the bottom of the tower, and you're going to have to do it all over again. Again, wedges right here, so be super careful. Align, and jump. That was more of the safer way. I was kind of aligning instead of just kind of, going like that. Very safe wrap. And boom. Ooh. Okay, so when you do this jump, if you can turn in if you want to, but I would suggest holding D and A, so that if you don't go in, you'll climb the thin part right here. Head hitter though, so be careful, and as you can see, I failed that because my foot sunk. Head hitter, wrap around. Get on the back of that part. It's not, don't overthink this wrap, you can do it this way, but if you're playing safe, go to the back. This is a very tight jump, so be careful. super intense difficulty players. Okay, wedge. So this is tilted, as you can see. What you need to do is you kind of need to align the way I'm doing it, and you need to jump forward and hold W and D, and then turn and hold W. Then you can actually let go now. You aren't going to fall off. What we want to do is you want to turn your camera and nudge W so you can move. Turn your camera at an angle to where you can jump without hitting your head, and jump around like I did not do. Okay, like I was saying, you need to turn at an angle that you won't hit your head, A, and jump, and then wrap around to land on the slanted part right here. Okay, next to last jump right here. Push up against the corner and turn in under this brick, and you should land on the wedge. Then to do the good old head hitter trick from the Tower of Tranquility video, and boom, you've beaten ToCF, not QF, CF. Tower of Cubic Formations. Good tower. Good tower.